style and shop. Today, we are going to talk about how to transition your wardrobe from summer into fall. Fall fashion is everywhere at the moment. Hold on, let me just put it down a little bit. There we go, that's better. Fall fashion is everywhere at the moment. But if you're anything like me, sometimes the thought of buying something now that I'm only going to wear in a few weeks' time, maybe even a few months' time, kind of feels a little odd. So what I wanted to do today is to tell you how to transition your summer wardrobe into your fall wardrobe so that you can also buy the pieces that you love that are phenomenal in the beginning of a season and be able to wear them straight away and into the fall. So welcome in everyone. If you are here, just let me know in the comments that you're here and where you're streaming in from. So a lot of us, listen, I don't know about you, but I absolutely love fall. But New York is one of those, I live in New York, and it's one of those places that change like that. So one minute we can have a hot day, like boiling hot day, and then the next day the temperature can drop and suddenly all the leaves are falling. It's that kind of a transition sometimes. And then other times it depends on the season, and there's kind of a little bit of this in between, and there's jacket weather and all sorts of things. It also depends a lot about where you live. For some of you, you're not having proper fall, right? You're not having proper winter, but you want to feel like you're having a change of season. So these tips are going to help you regardless of whether you just want the fall feeling or if you actually are going to experience that massive change in weather and want to be able to dress accordingly. Also, what I find is that a lot of times as the season change, everybody then quickly rushes out to go and buy clothes, and then often your sizes aren't available, the things aren't available, whatever the case is. And so what I want to do today is kind of start you making a list of the things that you want for fall, and maybe even start purchasing some items that you're going to wear now into fall so that you get the best of what the season has to offer. Because a lot of times if you wait until the very last minute, they can be out of your sizes, you may not have as much available, it's all those kinds of things. Okay, so we're gonna start off, and I'm gonna tag the items as I go. Feel free to ask me any questions. It's lovely to have you here. I am gonna tag, so this is the skirt that I'm wearing. Now, to be fair, I do really love these kind of colors, and what I'm finding is I'm starting to wear the colors that I love all throughout the year. But the reason why I can do it is because these fabrics are breathable. So the first and most important thing, girlfriend, is to get breathable fabric. If you have breathable fabric, you can wear them throughout the year and you don't have to worry about getting super hot. You also don't have to worry about serious sweating. Hello Ryan, good to see you. So that is the cool thing, is that when you start with breathable fabrics, all the doors open for you. It is so amazing. No, I'm an American South African. Okay, so this skirt is definitely in the fall colors of the olive and the brown, little bit of black, little bit of that rusty color, definitely in the fall colors. But you can see that I'm wearing this very skirt as a summer skirt with a top that is a short sleeve. Again, it's in a darker tone, the color is a darker brown, but brown works whether you're in summer, whether you're in winter, whether you're in fall, whether you're in spring. It's one of those neutrals, it's like black, you can wear it all year round. And it gives me this really summer feel, plus my shoes are more of a summer or intermediate shoe, right? Now, what happens if I want to wear the same thing going into the fall? Well, this is really easy. I'm going to show you a couple of different options. So, as an example, you can take this very same outfit, exactly like it is, and you have a slightly just little blustery day, like we had in New York yesterday. It was strange. We just suddenly had one of these slightly cooler days, and I went back inside and I was like, oh, I need a jacket. Well, what did I throw on? I threw on this jacket because this allows me then to be able to layer it, take it off, put it on, and that's one of the challenges around these seasonal changes. Is that one minute it can be cool in the morning, and then the next minute it's boiling hot. Or if you are a woman that is in perimenopause and menopause, you could also experience a situation where you're having a hot flash, okay? And you need to be able to take layers off. Again, breathable fabrics are everything. Breathable is everything. All right. So this is one of my favorite jackets. I have pinned it in the items. It is not exact. There is an alternative. This is the one that I have here. I'll be talking about this, and feel free to go ahead and get it or not. There's another alternative as well in there that from the same brand. What I like about this jacket is I love, first of all, the fact that it's a little bit more dressy than a typical denim jacket. It is one of those fabrics that is just, it's just really lovely to wear. And, okay, it's got structure to it, which is fantastic. It also has a 3/4 sleeve that makes it interseasonal, which I also really love. And of course, the structure of it, that fit and flare, is freaking amazing. You're going to start seeing, girlfriends, and I'm so excited about this, fall is going to be about more structured, like more nipped into the waist type of silhouettes. It's not going to be so much the oversized. I was never into the oversized, regardless. I have to tell you, regardless, okay, of the fashion, I don't really care. But I love it when it is in fashion, because it means that more is available for you. So this is that slightly nip into the waist flare out, and as you can see, you can just pop it on over. This top, and I'm going to talk about this top in a second, because this top, girlfriends, has been a complete game changer for me. A complete, on a personal level, and I'll share with you why. So this is, and it comes in different colors. I'm going to be doing it in a 3/4 sleeve, as well as we get a little bit closer to the fall. But this is made out of bamboo. Okay, so cotton is not always the best, by the way. Cotton sometimes doesn't wick the moisture. It gets wet and it stays wet for quite a long time. That's been one of the challenges. I do work with cotton, but sometimes it isn't the best, all right? This is an organic bamboo. It's a thicker fabric than the normal bamboo. Sorry, I do live in New York, so sometimes we're going to hear sirens. It's just how it is. And it has that beautiful, silky, soft kind of feel to it, but important is it's made of bamboo, and so it is breathable. The reason why this has been a complete game changer for me personally, I host shows all like 5 days a week, okay, and then I do this one. So I'm on air 6 days a week. And I do tend to sweat quite a lot more since I've been in perimenopause. I am on HRT, so I don't have hot flashes as such, but I definitely get these hot moments. And the cool thing is that this doesn't sit right underneath the armpit. And so what I find is that it doesn't show sweat marks. It's amazing, because when I'm on air, I get hot. And I've got lights. I've got a light there, I've got a light there, and I've got a light there. So I've got light. Not only that, I have no air conditioning in this room because it makes the noise. I have the lights on me, but the reality is that even if I'm sweating, you're not going to see it, okay? You're not going to see it because it's not sitting right underneath the armpit. And normally, if you are wearing a solid color item of clothing on the top and you're having a sweaty moment, you're going to see it. And if it's in cotton, it's going to take longer for it to dry, first of all. So you're going to have that sweat mark for quite some time. Whereas this is not going to even, listen, if it was underneath the armpit, it would sweat. It would dry quicker than cotton is. But the reality is that this design makes it so that we've got a little bit of that extra room underneath our armpits, and it's not going to show the sweat marks. So it is amazing. Also, you can wear it slightly off the shoulder if you want to. I love doing that. I do host shows for a brand that wants us to cover our shoulders. So what's nice is that I can wear this like this on my off off days and whenever I'm doing my own thing, or I can wear it like this and cover my shoulders completely. I don't have to worry about covering cleavages or whatever the case is. It just is a very flattering neckline. All right, so this is one of the items as well. We've got it in different colors. Now, let's start layering a little bit, okay? So we've got this skirt that I can wear with this top in the fall. I mean, while now in the summertime, breathable fabric, awesome. Okay, what happens now when it gets closer to the colder season? Well, now we have the top that goes with it. One of the reasons why I like to do what I call a co-ward is because it allows you so much more flexibility. Even if you never wear them together, it's really helpful to have them in the same fabric because then you can mix and match them. And I'll show you what I mean just now. Now, what's nice is that this is actually called the Magic Blouse. I'm going to go ahead and pin it. It's just the Magic Blouse in a different fabric, and this can be worn at least 3 different ways. So what you can do is you can tie it, so you can have your top on underneath. Again, you can start doing the layering, or even just have a camisole underneath. That would also work very well. And in fact, if you have a bigger bust, my suggestion would be to wear a camisole underneath because it will actually cut the expanse of your bust. So what's nice is that you can twist. Okay, so when you tie it like this, you do need to be a little bit cognizant of the white showing. So I just adjusted so that we still have the print showing on the outside. And then it's done for you. What's nice about this styling is that it allows for a nice deep V neckline, which it kind of separates and lifts the bust if you have a bigger bust. It also then works to disguise the menopausal belly because the ties themselves are going down the body, and it's working to emphasize this part of your body, which is usually on the thinner side. Even if you have a bigger bust and you have a belly, this has been one of the go-tos for my clients who have that kind of shape because it creates a sense of a waist without having to wear a belt or something that kind of sits uncomfortably there. So it gives you that beautiful nipped in look without feeling like you're trying too hard or without creating extra rolls elsewhere, because sometimes that can happen, okay? What you can also do with this, and this is one of my personal favorites, I have updated the Magic Blouse to do this. So I have a little hole in the side, and then I can go like that. And what that does is that gives me a wrap over top look, which is really fun. Now, I can do one of 2 things. I can either keep it out if I feel like I need that, and it has got this, if you can see, I'm going to come up closer to the camera so you can see, it's got a curved hem. A curved hem is a very flattering thing for a belly. It really just kind of curves it out and makes it look a lot better. Or in some cases, and this is what I prefer to do. Hello, Michelle. Nice to see you, girlfriend. So, and what I prefer to do is actually tuck it in, and then it really does look like I'm wearing a dress. Of course, I can lose the layer on underneath, which I would do, but I'm just not going to do it right now in front of camera. But you can easily just lose the layer on underneath, and now it looks like you're wearing a dress. But now what happens is it gets a little colder, right? No problem. All you need to do is change your footwear. And this is the cool thing, girls. And by the way, if you do want a piece on underneath, if it is a chillier or sometimes hot and cold, you can have the layer on underneath, continue to wear this entire outfit. If you're getting hot, you just take your top layer off. And then you've got the sleeve, you've got the short sleeve. Oops, wrong foot. It would help if I put the boot on the right foot. All right, here we go. Let me do it on the right foot. The other day I actually did for a video, I did one foot with a boot and one foot with a shoe just to demonstrate. But today I'll do it properly. So you see now all of a sudden we've now got a fall outfit. You want to now layer, you can put an extra layered piece on top of it if you need to. But already we've got this piece on underneath. Again, it's breathable, so it's not going to make you sweat and feel horrible. You've got this piece on top, which is also breathable. Again, not going to make you feel uncomfortable. And then you've got the skirt that is breathable. If you do need a further layer, you can wear tights on underneath, go with a dark brown. It will create that nice elongated look. You could just as easy do this with black, and that's one of the reasons why I choose this print, is because it both has black and brown in it. So if you were more of a brown neutral kind of girl, you've got your brown neutrals already, you've got your brown boots, your brown bag, your brown all the things, your brown tights, perfect. If you were more of a wearing black kind of girl, perfect too. You could even do this top in black and it will work just as well for you. I just personally love to give you other options besides just black, black, and more black, because heaven knows we all have enough black. Okay, so now I want to show you another couple of different options that you could do with this, right? So now we have a situation where we want to be able to mix and match and dress up and dress down. And so I'm going to show you another option yet again, and you're going to see some of the same pieces. I'm going to be mixing and matching and dressing them up and dressing them down in different ways today so that it demonstrates for you how it works. Oh, Michelle, hello. Okay, here we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a denim skirt on with this top. So now I've got a completely different outfit, right? And that's the cool thing. I've got a completely different outfit. I've got the denim skirt. By the way, all of these skirt lengths can be customized to suit you, so don't panic. If you're seeing this and you're like, oh, I love that skirt, Tracy, but it's way too short for me, remember that you have the option. This is the wonderful thing about the way I work, and that's the reason why I work this way, is it gives you the option to have it customized for you. So I'm going to go ahead and pin the denim skirt in the... There we go. I've got the denim skirt in. By the way, girlfriends, all the items are pinned in the actual video. So you'll see either alongside if you're watching on desktop or underneath, you will see that there will be pins. If you're watching it on television, there should be a QR code that pictures up. I think it does. All right. So here we go, girls. This is a very, very easy swap out. And if you want a few pieces that can mix and match and dress up and dress down, this is a great way to do it. Now, what else could you do with this outfit? Well, there's lots of things you could do with this outfit, because now we can also take this out. All right, this is the magic blouse. Again, we can wear it like this if we prefer. All right, we can wear it like this, like if we prefer. Or if you see in the photograph, I've worn it as a untucked wrap top. Okay, so that's also an option. What you will need to just do is just adjust the ties of the skirt so that there's no bulging. I'll show you in a second what that means. So you see, here we go. I've got it like, you know, tied as a big bow. So now I'm just going to keep it very simple, or maybe even take it completely to the back and just have a very simple tie like that. I'm going to go over it and voila, I'm good to go. So you can see here that now we have a lovely look. You could also just keep it simple tied and let it go down the body. I often like to make these a little longer because it does allow the eye to go down the body and gives the elongated look, but you do it exactly the way you want to. It will all vary also depending on your size. Okay, so that you could do. You can even tuck it on underneath a little bit if you want a cleaner look. You don't want any ties showing, you can do that. Or you can have it exactly as I had it, where it was tucked in. But you could also lose this completely if you want to. And again, now we have a different way to wear this outfit. So we've got now, see, and this is what I love, girls. This is what I love, is that you do not have to have a lot of items in your closet to have plenty to wear. You just need the right things. You need the right items, the easy to mix and match, the ones that work with your body shape, that work with your lifestyle, that actually are just so easy. And then that way you literally throw something on and you're out the door. This you could wear, you see what I'm saying? It's a really fun look for fall, but then if you need the tights, you can add the tights. You need a jacket. Oh, well, let's add a jacket. You see, again, we're working with our denim pieces. This is one of my favorite. I love this jacket. I'm taking it to Italy with me as my primary jacket. You see, now I have it this way. It's an all denim with a little top on underneath and the boots. Really cool. Same thing can be worn with a summer shoe. Exact same thing can be worn with a summer shoe. So you're getting that flexibility. You're getting that dress up, dress down, mix and match And that's the cool thing. You need a little layer to go on. Sometimes, you know, what happens is that the air conditioning is freaking blasting. So it can be cold inside, but hot outside. What do? Well, you could just put the pop this on over, even tie it a little bit to the back like this, okay? Even tie it to the back, and you've got a little shrug. You've got a little shrug, and you've got an arm. You need to cover up your arms, no problem. So this is and this literally can just, like, you know, you put it in your handbag, you hang it over the top of your handbag, and you've got it, and you can pop it on anytime. So the nice thing is that when you're working with breathable fabrics, quality fabrics, also things that are fairly crease resistant. So I just want to say something about that, because often what happens is that, oh, we love cotton and we love linen and all these things, and I do get it, right? But man, we may have a problem with ironing. I personally hate ironing. I hate it so much. I actually tend to not even wear stuff I have to iron. Really, I do. So I tend to rather like work with fabrics that have got, and I mean, this literally was like, my skirt was over, the skirt that I was wearing today, that was literally thrown over my chair for a couple of days now. Sorry, just being honest. Like, I have a pile of clothes when I come home late and I'm like, let me just pile it on. Do you know what I'm saying? And look at how it looks. So yes, it may get creased, but then you just hang it out and it will hang out. That's the beauty of a viscose. That's the beauty of these kind of fabrics, is that they are fairly crease resistant. Okay, so now let's look at another option, because again, we're gonna look at different options. Now, what happens if you need a longer sleeve? Well, the cool thing is that as you get into wintertime, I am going to be making these in 3/4 sleeves, by the way, because I think it's going to be really good idea. Oops, I forgot to bring. Okay, well, I'll show you in the wine in a second, but I do have cotton knit tops, very easy mix and match cotton knit tops that you could then wear as well as a long sleeve. So that also allows for it. Okay, so now let's look at another alternative. Okay, let's look at a different one. And I'm going to pin this in a second. Let me just pin it. This is a new edition. Okay, and I'm going to be changing skirts, tops, all such things. We're going to completely change the look. Hello, Jazzy. Here's my little Siamese, or shall I say big Siamese. He likes to be involved in everything. He's probably coming to have his spot. Hey, Bobo, you want to sit on your spot? Jazzy, do you want to sit by the window? Jazz, do you want to sit by the window? Yes, no, mommy? Okay. Maybe he's just wanting some attention. Okay, so here we have the skirt, and I'm actually doing this intentionally because I want you to see again how easy it is to mix and match. This skirt is the same print. It's exactly the same print as the other one, but it's in a different colorway, and it looks so completely different, but it is a different style as well. So this is I designed a bubble wrap skirt. I love the idea of a bubble skirt. I love the architecture of such. I think it's a really, really fun look, especially as we get a little bit older. I see a lot of my friends who are influencers here in New York City who, like, you know, are in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and they do a lot of this architectural look, which I think is a really fun look. It gives a feel of a modern feel, but often allows for a little bit more coverage, but in a way that doesn't mean you're looking like you're just, you know, throwing something big, baggy, and shapeless on. What's nice also about this print, again, is that you have the different colors in here. So you have the black, okay? You also have a dark brown. That's also in here. Right there is the dark brown. You have this beautiful teal blue. It's almost in the teal spectrum. And you've got like a sage green and a wine. So it's a very easy cut. It's a very, very easy skirt to mix and match. And look at how I've been able to pair it now simply with my boots, okay? Simple with my boots. Now, how would I then wear this for summertime? Well, the cool thing is, oh, hold on. The cool thing is that all I have to do is just change my footwear, okay? I do have, and I just, hold on. I want to get, second, let me just get my top. I forgot to bring this. Okay, I can't find it, but let me show you what I have been wearing it with. So I have a navy top that goes perfectly with this, but then I could also, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a summer suitable vibe, okay, I'm going to pop this. Girls, I have got underpinnings on, so just to say that I do have underpinnings, but I am also aware that sometimes we have some interesting viewers. All right, here we go. It is live after all. Okay, so this is the way that I am wearing it currently. Because again, it's made out of breathable fabric. It allows for me to wear it right now. And I don't feel too hot wearing it. I have got a pair of shoes in this color. They're just being repaired, so I don't have this right now. But I could just as easily wear it with a black or wear it with a brown or something like that. I'm just gonna, for the sake of the video, just pop on, for the sake of the live right now, I'm just going to pop on my gold shoes, but I normally have got a pair of wine shoes that I would wear with this. But again, you don't have to do that, right? You could just wear a very simple brown shoe or a very simple nude shoe or whatever the case is. So this is how I can wear it now for summertime. And I have absolutely worn it like this, and I do wear it like that. Then, as I'm getting a little cooler, what do I want? Well, then I can go, and I've got these. I'll tag this in the video here. Pardon me. I will be making 3/4 length sleeve tops like this one because it's just been revolutionary. I absolutely love it. And then I have got the option of putting on a longer sleeve. Okay, so let me just go ahead and pop this. I'll just maneuver my microphone. So if I want to wear it with a longer sleeve, hold a second, I have a top in the longer sleeve. And this is the thing that I've been realizing lately, is that we don't have to always just wear fall colors in the fall. We can wear fall colors in the summer, like whatever colors. Again, if you have breathable fabrics, it makes it possible for you to wear them all year round if those are the colors that you enjoy wearing. It's not to say, I do understand, like I also tend to sometimes want to wear brighter colors in the summertime and then a little bit more deeper, richer in the winter and the fall. But if you want to wear them all year round, that allows you to do so if they're in breathable fabric. So here we have, again, same skirt, now I have it with longer, and then what am I going to do? I'm going to pop on my boots. Okay, and this is allowing, see again, and here are I've got actually ankle boots, just a second. Here we go. So you could wear an ankle boot if you don't want to wear a super long boot. Here we go. Popping on my ankle boots. Okay, see, now I have a complete, this is working. Okay, then if I want to layer it further, well, what can I do? Well, then I can put on, if I want to keep it a little cash but still look good, I can put on my denim jacket. Okay, I also have this pinned in the video, so feel free to go and check that out. I have a denim jacket. This is really fun, right? And I like the fact that it has a 3/4 length sleeve because it's going to allow me to wear longer sleeve tops on underneath it and to pop out, and that's actually quite nice. And then as it gets you, if you do live in a very cold climate, like I live in New York, I would actually wear this as a jacket, as a top almost, and then I'd put my coat on over it. So it allows for you to get your use out of your jackets for much longer. For those of you who live in California, whatever the case is, this kind of jacket may be perfect for you for winter. Lucky you. Perfect for you for winter time. All right, what about the top that goes with it? Because remember we said, if you've got the top that goes with it, it allows you to dress up and like to mix and match. You dress up and dress down, make it look like you're wearing a okay, I'm just going to take this layer off because it is still summertime and I don't have air conditioning on in here because of the noise. So I am going to take this off because I'm like starting to spit. I had somebody comment in one of my it was a live clip that was taken. It was a clip taken from one of my lives, and she's like, "Oh, it must have been humid in there because your hair's a little fluffy." I'm like, "Yep, that's what happens with live. You can't have this like air conditioning going. It doesn't really work very well." Okay, so You know those that we don't have central air conditioning in our building. All right, so here we go. We have this, and look, can you see? How stunning is that? So now again, you can either wear it out or you can wear it in. I'm going to show you how you can absolutely tie it, like tuck it in, and then it looks like you're wearing a dress. So you see what I'm saying? Now it looks like you're wearing a dress. Now with this one, I have got a longer sleeve. So bearing in mind, this is going to then impact how often, like I haven't really worn this top in the summertime because it does have a longer sleeve. Even though it's in a breathable fabric, I mean, essentially I probably could. But I've given it a little bit of that bubble sleeve effect to go with the bubble hem of the skirt, just to kind of keep that nice frame, that look and feel going. But again, you could have this same, if you like this print, but you want it in this top with a regular flared sleeve, with a shorter skirt, you could have this style in this fabric, or this fabric in this style in this fabric. So you can switch them around if you prefer. That is totally possible. In fact, I need to just put those options onto the website, but if you want to do it straight away, just contact me and I'll send you a personalized product that you can check out on. All right, so this gives you the options, see girls? And then again, you can wear this in different ways. I'm just going to untie this quickly. Hold on. We're just going to tie this and show you different ways that you could wear it. Again, we have the breathable layers on underneath, which is going to make it totally doable. And then we have, here we go. We've got the top, and you can wear it as a magic blouse, like it was intended in the first place. Or you can tuck it, you can use it as a wrap top. So it gives you all the different options. Now, what about if we want to mix it up? Because sometimes this is a lot of print. I get it. For some people, they're like, whoa, Trace, that's a lot of print. You can still get a lot of wear out of these items without necessarily wearing them completely together, okay? And that's the cool thing. They're designed so that you can do that. Let me show you how to, and you see the nice thing is that if you're working from a similar color palette, then you've got lots of mix and match. Here we go. Okay, so just a second. All right, now I have, again, a whole nother outfit. Do you see what I'm saying? I have a whole nother outfit. So I then pop the skirt. Again, skirt can be customized to suit your length. I like it a little short and sassy, but if you don't want it short and sassy, you can have it as your length. And I'm also 5'3.5". I know I look taller, but I always wear platform shoes. So this gives me the option to do that. I can also tie it like that and tuck it in, okay? Or wear it out if I prefer. And then what can I do? I can tie it at the back. And if I need a little shrug situation, I've got a little shrug situation, okay? Little shrug situation. Sometimes all we need is a tiny little sleeve, but we want to keep everything nice and underneath and show off the outfit underneath. We can do that too. And then also, what do I have? I have a top that goes with my denim skirt. Ta-da! And then what do I have? I have a denim jacket that goes with the denim skirt. And here we go. So do you see what I'm saying? You don't need a lot of pieces. The key is to choose the color palette, to have what I like about prints. A couple of things that I love about prints, and the reason why I use so many prints is because print disguises a multitude of things. What is nice about this denim skirt is that it has that firmness, and so it being a solid doesn't really matter. It still disguises the meno belly. But often what happens is that with a plain color skirt, it's going to show everything. Whereas in a print, it doesn't. Okay? Where you have a print, it makes all the difference in the world because it disguises a multitude of things. It also works to give you a color palette of sorts. So you could choose, any of these colors that are in here. As an example, let me show you. there's a teal, like you could wear that. Oh, I don't even have a teal on here. Okay, but there's a teal. You can wear a teal that goes with this as well for a little bit more of a muted look. Okay, so it allows you for all the different things. When you've got a color palette, it guides you. You could wear it with the black. You can wear it with the brown. You've got the brown there. You can pick up on that wine color, which I've done in this case. Do you see? So as long as it's a fairly dominant color, you can pick up on it. Look at the same skirt, the skirt situation as well. This one here in the brown, you've also got multiple colors you can choose in there. You can go with the olive green. I have an olive green top that I wear with this as well. You could choose the black. You could choose the brown. So as long as it has a fairly dominant color and it blends in, it doesn't have to be the exact tone, all right? It doesn't have to be the exact tone, it just can blend. But it's going to give you that mix and match and dress up and dress down option. And that is what's wonderful. And then your shoes, you can choose whichever neutral you choose to work with. If you want to do the brown, then have brown shoes and maybe a brown bag or a brown top or whatever the case is. If it's the black, you can choose the black, have a black bag, black top. So you can choose, it guides you towards more to wear and less items that you have to have. I am traveling to Italy in next month. And I'm going to be doing a video on what I'm going to be doing a video on what I'm taking with me and how I'm packing, because I am going in a carry-on. I am a carry-on kind of traveler. Even though I'm shooting some of my collection in Italy, and I do plan to buy some shoes because they have size 5 shoes like everywhere. It's just amazing. The shoes there are just out of this world. But the point is that I like to have a few pieces, lots to wear, and lots to get like really easy for travel. So I will be doing a video on that I think will be very helpful for you girls, because even if you're not traveling at the moment, it's helpful to look at how to build a wardrobe, a little capsule collection that you can take with you. And the same is true basically in your everyday wardrobe. You don't need a lot of stuff. You just need the right things, and it can make you feel like you always have something to wear. And you literally will always have something to wear. Okay, so girlfriends, let me know in the comments if there are any, let me know in the comments if there are any questions. That's what I'm here for. I'm happy to help you if you have any questions. That's the beauty of these lives. Girlfriends, I do lives almost every single Saturday at the same time. And this is where I get to really show you in real time how I do things and how to mix and match, how to take your wardrobe from the summer to the fall, like we've done today, how to disguise your menopausal belly, how to build a good mix and match wardrobe. Like, I'm able to do a whole bunch of different topics. So feel free to put in the comments if there are topics you would like me to cover. So coming up for the next few weeks, we are obviously going to be looking at the fall wardrobes. I'm going to be sharing with you more on what I'm packing for Italy. We have a whole bunch of different, in fact, let's just look and see what my topics are. I can't remember exactly what they are, but feel free to put in the comments if you have some ideas of topics you would like for me to cover. When I travel to Italy, I am going with a great intention to really take note of what women are wearing in midlife and how they are navigating aging and how it is or is not holding them back as far as their style is concerned. Now, I don't speak Italian, so I'm not going to necessarily be able to go and have conversations with the women. I will do my best, but I'm really going with intentionality of like, what can we learn from them? Because there are so many style things that are almost just natural. In fact, there are very few channels that talk about Italian style. So much of it is about French style. But the Italian women, it's so much a part of who they are that I don't think they actually think it's something special. It's just what they do. So I'm going to be sharing more about that. I have got a series on Italian style, so feel free to go ahead and follow that. And then also, just guys, if you can like this video and comment, it really does help my channel, because it says, oh hey, these people and these kind of women are really interested in this content, and then they know where to push it out to. All right, so girls, are there any final questions? Otherwise, it is a fairly short one today. I normally carry on for an hour, but as I'm just putting these things away, please feel free to put any questions. Even if it is unrelated, I'm happy to help you. If you are in a place where you are just completely unsure about what you want to wear and what suits you, because you're going through so many body changes, then feel free to reach out to me as well. I have got a link inside the description box below. It allows you to book a 15-minute free, pressure-free chat. Okay, it's a pressure-free chat where we can discuss either clothing that you want to get, like if there's items that you're looking at on my website and you're just not sure, or if it's a styling consultation that you do want. I do styling both online and in person. If you are in New York or close by to New York, I can do in person. So feel free to use that, girlfriends. That is available to you so that you can chat with me and get a good feel of what really works for you. It is really a no pressure situation. I don't believe in hard sells. I don't believe in pressurizing anybody. So feel free to use that if you want to, and I'd be thrilled to chat with you. Okay, so I'm just going to put this one thing away, girls, and then I'm going to end the live. So please, if there's any further questions, otherwise you can put the comments. If you are watching in the replay, feel free to put it in the comments below. And I do respond to most of the comments, provided that they're not rude or inappropriate or unrelated. Yeah, and I will see you next week. So make sure to subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you soon.